If you're wanting to have any sort of impact in your world greater than the norm, greater than just living life, greater than just having a family, greater than just going to work, doing your job, coming home, doing nothing, maybe spending a little bit of time with your family, and then once you get old, you retire and enjoy a little bit of life and then die. I mean, you have to make that decision whether you want to have more out of this life, get more out of this life, put more into this life to make it the best you possibly can, or you can either choose to go on cruise control through life. It's up to you. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the American Dream Show. My name is Josh, and I am the founder, CEO of American Dream. If you don't know, it is a business that I have recently started. I've converted this podcast into the podcast for American Dream. But I have also started a business that I will be launching my first product coming around March time, so be on the lookout for it. American Dream has 6 core elements to it. They are faith, family, fitness, finance, firearms, and freedom. Those are the 6 principles I feel like America was founded on, and I feel like those are the principles that we need to stem everything that we do as Americans, as people, going forward, so we can make America what it once was, and then take it to the next level and make it a whole lot better than it has ever been. My mission, my goal for the podcast, for the business, is to bring people together, bring businesses together, bring people together, and so we can have that unity between us as Americans. The only thing that is really, truly going to solve the problems in our country and going to help us gain back control, help us to get back to an enjoyable time here in the U.S. is going to be through unity. And so I want to use this podcast as a tool. I want to use my business as a tool to help create that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe if you get any value from this. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stay up to date on stuff and just support the channel. We don't ask for any payment for the podcast, none of that. We give all this information to you for free because we want you to be the best version of yourself. And all that we ask is that you please subscribe and share. And if you want to stay even more up to date, because sometimes YouTube and social media doesn't like the message that we put out, so they do hinder us from reaching you guys and getting notifications to you. So if you want to stay more up to date, make sure you sign up for our Waypoint newsletter. It sends out emails when we have new videos drop, when we have eventually new products drop, and then I like to just include some weekly encouragement into it to you. Things that I'm encountering and how I'm dealing with them. So I like to share that kind of stuff with you. And also, if you want to go a step further and join a community that is going to have people that are there to help you from all across the nation and to create that unity, join the Facebook community, The Rally Point. It's going to be a really cool tool once it grows and gets to where I envision it to be. So whether you are new or you've been here a while, make sure you subscribe to the Waypoint and then make sure you're joining the Rally Point. So today we're going to be talking about how we are going to be shifting our mindset to be more focused on impact than worried about support from people. Because as an entrepreneur, as people in general, when you want to make a change in your life, you are often not going to get the support that you want. Because when we are making a huge change to our lives, to our businesses, to just anything that we are doing, whether it's our health, whether it's a relationship, whether it's monetarily or in your business, when you make a change, you want to have that support to validate why you are doing it. And the majority of the time, that support's not going to be there. And so we spend this time, all these countless hours, all our effort trying to gain the support of those people that we want it from, when really we need to be focused on the impact that we are trying to have on our lives, on the lives of the people around us, and in our communities. Today, I'm going to kind of break down how we can do that, what we need to do to be able to shift our mindset that way that we can become the best we can be, and so we can go have the impact that we need to have out there in the world. And so the very first thing that we need to do is we need to hone in our focus. And to be able to hone in your focus, you have to have mental toughness. Because in today's world of technology, it is so easy to lose focus on our dreams and our goals in the blink of an eye. Because you've got phones, you've got laptops, you've got TVs, you've got all this stuff that is constantly sending you notification here, here, and here. And think about how many times throughout the day you might hear the ding on your iPhone, or just you have a notification from like a game on your phone, emails, all that. Think about how often you get notifications on your phone. Like, just for example, right now, look at my phone. I utilize the do not disturb stuff quite a bit. Let's see, I've got about 50 notifications in the last 2 hours on my phone. Luckily, because of the do not disturb feature, I haven't seen one of those. But that just goes to show you how easy it is to get distracted. Let alone when it comes to our goals and stuff, and you have to have that elite level of focus. It is so hard. As you progress through life, you have a number of things fighting for your focus. Because think about it. You graduate high school. You don't have a whole lot of responsibilities other than yourself. You either go to college or you get a job. The only responsibility you really have for most people is yourself. But as you go through life, you get married. So now you have a wife that wants your attention, that deserves your attention. Then you go and you have kids, you have a job, you have all this stuff that starts to compound. And before you know it, your focus is completely gone because you have to focus on all these other things, giving people attention, giving these certain things attention. And so it's so hard to not only maintain focus, but it's so hard to set aside a little bit of that focus for yourself, for your goals, your dreams. Ultimately, it comes down to setting your priorities and making the hard decisions when it comes to what you are going to prioritize in your life. Obviously, family is at the very top of your priorities. If you are religious at all, your religion is at the top of your list. You've got your job because you have to provide for your family. It's up there. But it's things like TV, things like your phone, things like games. You decide if those are really worth it, or if those are serving your goals, serving your passions, or if they're distracting you from those things. And that is where the mental toughness aspect comes in. Because you have to have the mental toughness and the discipline to make the hard decisions to cut those things out of your life. Cut the video games out. Cut the TV out. Cut down the time on your phone. Because if you were to add all those things up together, you'd at least have, at the very least, I guarantee you would at least have an hour a day that you could go and work on the stuff that you want to accomplish in life. And so, but my guess is if you're watching this, you're not one of those cruise control people. And if you are, this is your time to get off cruise control. This should be your sign that cruise control life is not for you. And to be honest, cruise control life is not for anybody. Because whether you believe in God, whether you're a Christian, whatever, our Creator, our God, put us on this earth with a purpose to go and give, go and disciple, to go and make this world the best that we possibly can. And by living your life on cruise control, you were completely wasting that. You were spitting in the face of your Creator, your God. And it all starts with focus. And having the discipline to cut out the unnecessary things, the distractions in life. And then once you were able to hone in your focus, and once you've eliminated those distractions, and you decide that it's time to start working on your goals, you're going to want support. It's just human nature. You want to feel like people have your back. People are in your corner. And support is something that we all crave as humans from a very young age. I mean, you think about it. When you're a little kid and you're playing sports, just whatever you're doing, you want to make your parents proud from a very young age. It's a human instinct to seek support, to seek approval. But when you are deciding that you want to have something greater than the status quo, people are going to see that as you going against the status quo, and they won't understand it. And when people don't understand, that's when they don't support. Because you may be willing to go out of your comfort zone for what you want, but that doesn't mean people are going to be willing to go out of their comfort zone to believe in you, to believe in what you want to do. So there's 3 things that people will do in your life when you decide to go off the normal path. They'll either actually support you, which is great, but I'll be honest, it's probably a very small percentage, probably less than 5% of people you know will actually support you. But then you've got the other 2. You have the ones that are straight up honest with you, which are honestly the best ones because you don't have to make the decision on what to do. But you have the ones that are straight up with you, tell you that they think you're an idiot. They think you're stupid. They tell you you're not going to succeed at that. Tell you you're wasting your time. And it hurts to hear those things. But honestly, you should be grateful that those people are being honest, because you know right then and there, you cut ties with them. You don't have to make a decision. They've made the decision, and so you just got to walk away. But then you've got the ones that will give you lip service. And these are the hardest ones because I think they hurt more, because initially you want to believe everybody's going to support you. So when you hear people tell you that they support you, you believe them. But then as you progress through your journey, they're constantly questioning everything that you're doing. Why are you doing this? They'll tell you they support you. Be like, I support you, but I really don't understand why you're doing this, because it feels like it's a waste of time. You haven't done anything yet with what you're doing. So why would you continue on? Or this might take 10, 15, 20 years. Why are you wasting your life doing this? But they'll still tell you they support you. And for those of you that are those people that give the lip service, give the fake support, please stop. Because honestly, that is what is holding people back. That is what has held me back for so long. There are people that I want to have support. I want to feel the support, feel the approval from them so bad. And they tell me they do, but their actions say otherwise. And that is the worst feeling, because it means that, I think it's like baiting somebody along. It's like, hey, I support you, so I'm going to try to do something to make you want to actually support me, make your actions support me. But when in reality, those people that say they support you, they're never going to, until they see that you have actually done something. Support will always follow success. Once you start to have success, you will gain support. It sucks to hear and it sucks to go through, but it's the truth. And I don't want to tell you that it's all fairy dust and rainbows, because it's not. It is hard. You're going to be tired. You're going to have days that you don't feel like doing anything. You're going to have days that you question everything that you do. But I haven't even made it yet. And I can already tell you it's worth it. Because I know that I am having an impact on people. And I'm going to have a great impact on people because of my work, because of my labor now. A lot of people cannot see that far into the future. They can't wrap their head around it. But you have got to get used to being alone. And to do that, to get used to that alone feeling, that unsupported feeling. You have to shift your focus from support to impact. And once you choose to focus on your impact over gaining support, that is when everything will come together for you. Focusing on your impact helps you focus on your goals, which will make you a lot happier because you'll start to see those little hurdles that you jump over day in and day out. And it'll make you feel so much better because you could see the progress. And not only will you see the progress, but focusing on your impact is going to help you progress quicker because you're not worried about trying to gain support of people that you'll never get it from. And so when you focus on impact, that progress is going to compound quicker and quicker for you. And when you're focusing on impact, you're going to feel a lot more fulfilled. Yeah. Has this podcast grown to millions of subscribers? No. Have I made money off this podcast? No. Have I made $1 with this business? No. But to be honest with you, if I didn't make $1, I would continue to do this because this feels so fulfilling to me. And if anything, this is therapy for me because everything that I say to you guys, I'm saying it right to myself. This is stuff that I need to hear. I just like to share it with you guys because I know I'm not the only one. And what actually happens when you shift from focusing on support to focusing on impact, you will achieve a lot more things. It broadens your vision. Because what happens is when you're so focused on gaining support of people that will never give it to you, it's like you have blinders on. You can't see the opportunities going on around you because you're so focused on just doing things that will gain the approval, gain the support of those people. But once you quit worrying about support and focus on the impact that you're going to have, those blinders come off and you start to see things a lot more clearly and you see a lot more of opportunity that can help you achieve your goals. It's human nature to want to seek support and approval. You can go all the way back to the medieval times when a squire would take a young man that wants to become a knight. They would take him, drop him out in a forest, in the middle of the forest. And that young man trying to become a knight, trying to become a man of the community, he would have to fight his way back to gain the approval of the elders in the community. That way he could officially become a man, become a knight. And the same thing happens today. We all want approval. We all want the support to achieve our goals, to achieve our dreams. From the time that we are born, we seek approval from our parents, from our family, from our friends, you name it. But in today's culture, not only do you have to prove yourself, you have to go well beyond proving yourself and have extreme success for some people to buy into it. It's a lonely journey going against the grain, but it is absolutely necessary if you want to achieve more and have more impact in your life. Shift your focus from approval and support to focusing on the impact that you're going to have on your life and the life of those around you. And you will have a much better and a much more enjoyable journey going through life. Becoming the best version of yourself, becoming personally excellent, it's very hard in today's culture because today's culture is a very lazy, mundane culture. And when people go against that status quo of going to work, coming home, sitting on the couch, eating Cheetos, watching TV, and then doing the same thing day after day. When people want to go off that normal path and want to better their lives, better themselves, it's a lonely path that doesn't get a lot of support until after you've succeeded. And sometimes not even then. You have to focus on your impact and quit focusing on the approval and support of those around you. It's going to hurt. But to be honest, ask yourself, if they're not supporting me now, will they ever actually support me? And is it worth sacrificing my goals to possibly never get their support? The answer is no. It's not worth it. So don't worry about it. It's easier said than done, but you have to be able to move past it if you ever want to have success. That is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you got tons of value from today's video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this to all your social media and with your friends and family. Don't forget to go check out social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. Join the Facebook community group. But other than that, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And remember, success takes work. Work takes time, and time is limited. So get to work.
King.